Comrades, welcome back to Realpolitiks. This is now episode, is it 7, I think? Yes, it should be. I still get confused by the fact that there is also a 0, so sometimes I still count that one. Regardless though, let's see where we are right now. We're busy working on the ICBM designs. That will take a long time, so practically we can ignore it for now. We're also busy with the financial sector supremacy that will take about the same time, so we can really forget about these projects and things for now. So I'm thinking one of the things we need to do this time around is to start working on some of our neighbors, especially Zimbabwe. I think we should really start increasing our abilities here in Southern Africa and gobbling up another one of our neighbors, because really when I thought back, I realized that I should have done this when we had that Third World Global Fund and we had all of the great relations with all the countries in the world. That would have been the perfect time to invade somebody, because even if we had a high warmonger score, people would have been reluctant to invade us. At least that's how I think it would have worked, so maybe it's a good thing we didn't try that. So yes, what else is happening? I'm still worrying about this underwater expedition here from the Germans, because I feel that this should have been ours. So maybe that was a random thing, that's how they decided who gets the actual base there among the 3 winners, but I don't know. I still have to figure that one out. So I think let's let the clock run and then just have a look at our military. Right now we have still the capacity to add 2 more, so let's add 2 more aircraft. I think that will always be good for us, but exceeded the limit. Won't somebody think of the children? Due to a lack of any sanctioned labor laws, many companies in our country employ minors. These kids are abused and could use some protection from the state. Now, obviously, I think we should do this. What worries me, though, is this thing. GDP growth is going to be 0.1% down. So we are still going to be growing a little bit, but obviously it's not ideal, but we can't have minors working in our economy. So, of course, protect them. So what's happening here? Exceeded the army limit. If I look up here, it says we still have 2, so maybe I'm misreading it there. Oh, there we go. Perfect timing. There were still 2 aircraft being built. So what about Zimbabwe? Zimbabwe now classifies as a democracy, but we can dispute that, because that's why we want to invade them, for humanitarian purposes, of course. So 6, 2 and 1, and we have 12, 6 and 6, so there is no possibility of them really resisting. So let's create a core on their country, if I can still do that. So say yes, gain a core. And it costs 500 and so on. That's not a problem. Let's do it. It's only a 40% chance of succeeding, I think, but we should still try. Then the economy is failing again. Peace treaty between Russia and Ukraine has again expired, so we may see this last remaining Ukrainian territory vanish before our eyes. So yes, that will be a thing to watch out for. What does Bulgaria ask for? We want to introduce higher tariffs on imported goods from your country to help domestic producers. We hope you don't mind. Oh, no. This just doesn't work for us. I'm sorry. We must protect our own interests. Costa Rica has joined Mexico. I think they had before. I can't remember. I know there were some here, Guatemala and Nicaragua and Panama, I think, and then the US broke that party up really quick. So our negative GDP, hey, this is such a problem. What can we do about it? It's going to be 3 years before we can implement new projects. So unemployment is going back up again. This world economy is a sad state. Demilitarization. Every authoritarian country in the world must reduce their army. That's fine. We had this before, so I guess they just reintroduced that. It's a pity Zimbabwe is no longer authoritarian, because then it could have helped us a little bit. But nevertheless. What about our stock exchange? How is this going? We're number 1. That's where we belong. So Kazakhstan is back in 2nd place. I wonder whatever happened to the rebels there. East Yugoslavia joined Russia. There we go. So Serbia rejoined Russia, but with its new friends. So that's interesting. We have found a pirate hive that helps distribute illegal software over the internet. What should we do? Send in the police. That will give more personal control, more unhappiness. Do nothing, we lose money. I'm gonna do nothing. We're gonna lose a little bit of money, but I don't want to get 5% unhappiness right now with unemployment so high. So good luck for the pirates. Yes, so I think there's a new alignment happening now in the Balkans here. So what does Kazakhstan want now? Again, we could help use the help of an international military mission to keep the peace. But now I'm again wondering, this is something that maybe can be fleshed out a little bit by the developers. Because who am I helping now? Am I helping the rebels that I helped to put in power? Or is this now the government that took over again and now I'm helping them again? It's difficult to tell, or what the leanings of those people are. You know, you don't want to be supporting terrorism. We'll send some people, so we lose money, action points, we get relations, their unhappiness goes down. No, I can't lose military units right now. You're on your own. We have other plans for them. I was thinking also about Mashriq here. We should do something about this, since nobody else is seemingly caring about what's happening there. What is their military situation? Let's find out. South Korea has been degraded. Let me just take care of that quickly. Money is very important right now. So they have 9, 4 and 7, and we have 12, 6 and 6. So it will be a bit of a close fight with the last two, but I think we can do it. So once we're done with Zimbabwe, I would really like to at least see if we can't liberate Iraq. And who is that now? India and China. Oh yes, I totally forgot the fact that they were at war now. So we have some nukes falling again. And China seems to be winning this one, despite all of India's allies. What does Kyrgyzstan want? We need money. 2,000. No, sorry. We certainly have other need for that money. What does Niger want? We've got quite a serious problem with a devious terrorist group trying to cause disturbances in our country. If you're willing to get rid of them, we'd be very grateful. Our special forces, yes, I don't see a reason why not. Remember, we are now considering all of Africa to be in our sphere. So either directly or indirectly. So if something bad happens here, we have to take care of it. So fight that terrorism at all costs. So I wonder this thing in China now. So Burma is also taking part. Cambodia as well, I think. Yes. Bad time to be had by all, but I'm sure Pakistan is a bit more relieved now. So unhappiness is just 1% now, so this is why I didn't want to take that. We can't really accept that right now, so at least the economy seems to be growing again. We're out of that, finally. We're out of this, the negative terrain. So I don't know if this will last. It seems to be flattening off already, but at least the unemployment is going down again. Once these projects are done, I'm going to try and implement that special project to reduce unemployment. I think we really have to. There's just no option. But this Mashriq thing here is a problem. The US is just sitting back, and so is everyone else apparently, despite the fact that Iraq vanished. So they were just basically left to their own devices now. Too bad, Iraq. We'll just let ISIS overrun you, and it's not our problem anymore. So I'm gonna see if we can at least liberate that country. But now, how would I even do that? That's the question, because I'm not doing this so I can get any, personal gain out of it, like territory. I would just want to demand that they release their vassal or subject or whatever it's called here. But it doesn't seem like I can. I don't have a core province. Romania has also joined Russia, so Russia is getting friends now. Ah, no. Operation Gaincore was a complete disaster. Our spies were caught and our reputation suffered. Now, the question is, with whom did our reputation suffer? Is it only with Zimbabwe? It looks like it. The rest still like us. So I have no qualms with trying again. Ah, we have to wait a year. That's unfortunate. Maybe next time, if you don't call it Operation Gain a Core on a neighboring province, we might be able to hide what we're doing. So call it something like Operation Liberation or Operation Aid the Underprivileged or something. Just try a little harder there. Failure, hey. War between... See what I was saying? You could bet your money on it. There's Russia and the Ukraine back at war again. So what's happening with the environment? I just want to see. So, okay, it has still gone away. It still goes away reasonably quickly. I guess it is very localized, so it is just a tactical nuke, but still, too many of that will not work. Now we have a high warmonger level. Come on, we didn't even do anything. Really? Need to hire better agents, I think. But we'll try again. Stock exchange in Australia was closed, so again they have enemies of their own. Belgium has now opened one. We can't add any more countries, no. I think maybe once the supremacy of the financial sector is done. Hold on. The moon has been a potential target for human colonization for decades. Now it's finally become possible to send settlers and conquer it for the glory of the human race. Now hold on, you see there again, because of the course that I just did recently, the Outer Space Treaty clearly says that there's non-appropriation of all bodies in space, so we cannot appropriate the moon or any other body like an asteroid or something like that. But now apparently all of that's out the window, so let's do it. Start the funding project again, even if it bankrupts us. The country that sends the most settlers will take control of the moon. Will take control of the moon. So just there's another duplication there. So this will last us 2 years. We'll get 100 score. We get the moon. Come on, that's the most prize that we can get there. The relations with the whole world will actually go down, but by very little, because they're jealous. They're totes jelly, you know. Then we get the moon as a culture, and there's only one prize here, so there's no second place. So 1,000 at a time. I'm going to have to raise income tax to do this, but we're going to do it. I'm sorry, we might just be an African country, but that's no longer an excuse. So we're 8th, no, nothing to worry about. The tax is rising now to 30%, so thank you very much. Tax collectors will be around shortly. So hopefully, yes, we'll have to have a good PR situation in the country to actually justify this among our people, because for them to be funding this thing to such an extent is going to take a lot of convincing and so on. Obviously, you will get to go and live on the moon, so why would you not want to pay a bit more? Because then it's our country, we can go there if we wish. We're even building the long-range rockets now. I know these are the military ones, the ICBMs, but that's where the manned rockets also came from. Like the Semyorka in Russia was developed into the R-7, which was developed into the Soyuz rocket. So yes, there we go. The moon is on, so I must... Oh no, I've already missed it. I'm rambling so much because I'm so excited. I didn't even see that it passed. That was very quick. So we're gonna really run out of money here. But I'll try my best. How do we get a loan? Is there any way? Oh yes, I just click there. Okay, if that comes to that, that's what we'll do. But the moon is ours. It's anyway right there next to our station. They can just forget about it. There is no way I'm not doing that. What happened? War between Turkey and Georgia. Hey, that never ends well, so we'll see. Georgia's probably gonna lose that one. Luckily it's not between Turkey and Armenia. That would have been a historically bad thing. 6 days, 5, come on, I'm so excited. I wish this was real life. There we go. Just pump that billions in there. So how's the war going here in China and India? China seems to be mopping the floor with India, unfortunately. Even though India has more infantry, about the same aircraft. See, now we can't help them. I can't like send military support or anything like that, unfortunately. I can influence their morale, but maybe I should try that with China. Just damage their morale a little bit. No, we can't afford that. Just increase Brazil. I see that timer is moving, so I'm just quickly doing this. Then we can jump back to this one. Come on, get the moon, get the moon. Peru. Peruvian nationalists are pushing for expansion. Peru has gained northern Chile as a new core province. That is a problem, but not one that affects us. We have higher ambitions than that. 2 days, 1 day. Go, 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 go. I clicked it so fast it didn't even turn blue. So hopefully we have a year left in this funding drive, and our money is running out and our economy is not growing, so we're really pinning a lot on this moon project that we can just try and find a new avenue to grow. I always wanted to see, since the last video, how much is Germany getting from the ocean? 75 minerals. No, that's nonsense. That's mine. And how can they get the whole ocean? Hopefully the moon will have a lot of minerals, and India just got nuked again. Maybe a good time to leave the Earth. What is going on here? So yes, China did it and attacked the army of India. I guess to level the field there, because India had more army. But it's a foregone conclusion at this time, I think. They still have more infantry. So that is an issue. What does China want there, or India? I don't know who started this. War between Russia and Georgia. Okay, so there we go again. This must be over South Ossetia and so on. But now both of them are attacking poor little Georgia here. Georgia, what have you done? But I shouldn't blame the victim, because clearly they are on the losing side. Let's just see here. If I click this, Georgia seems to be the attacker, but again that can't be true. And against Turkey, but that thing said Russia is at war with Georgia. So I don't know. I don't think these things are accurate. The developers must make that clear to me, please. I would like to see that. But Georgia's gonna fall back very quickly. Military parade. Perhaps we should celebrate our great country by organizing a military parade. I think we should. It will cost us, of course, but Militarism will go up. This will be the last time we can do this before we need to take a loan. Oh yes, it's all over for Georgia. I guess Turkey is gonna get there first. Now Russia has a very high warmonger level. Because they completely destroyed Ukraine. I didn't even see that. That went very fast. So Ukraine no longer exists as an independent country, and clearly that's also maybe why Russia has attacked Georgia now, to try and get it before the Turks do, because they want to recreate the Soviet Union, and obviously Georgia was part of that. So they want to snatch the prize away from Turkey before they get it. So we get more militarism, we get more personal control, it seems, and we get no difference in interventionism. That's fine. Just accept. I need to borrow some money because we are almost at the end of the period where our money is going to be needed again. So how much is this now amounting to? It's like 30 at a time. I need to take out more than this. I wish there was a slider for that, but anyway, there we go. Let's take out that debt, because when this is coming up, I am getting that moon. Go. Now we have a few days before or a few months, I would assume, until we need more money. Then it's more borrowing. I don't care. Right now that's priority number one. Even more than Zimbabwe. We can forget Zimbabwe. The moon is a much bigger prize. Of course, eventually we still have to develop these places that we're getting, and that's going to cost an absolute fortune, but at least we'll have them. So, what else is happening? Terrorism. We still have to... Oh, what's this? Attack the terrorists? That's weird. I never got a notice about that. Assign everything. Secure the front. Now I have to do this as well. Lagrangian point 1. Don't tell me there's terrorists in Niger in space. That's just too much. Obviously we just... and we lost. How can we lose securing the front in our own province? You know, this is bad because the terrorists are pretty much equal to us. They're actually superior to us. Pretty much, with the tank and the aircraft. But that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to support Niger, not attack the whole country. Hey, and this now, attack preparation. Time left to win before terrorists make another successful attack. Well, that's not gonna happen. And now we're totally... Oh, yes. Okay, let's take out more loans. At the same time, I am colonizing the moon. So I'm slightly irked by these terrorists now. Okay, continue. Come on, green bar, we're the green side. Come on, come on. Why is it just falling back like that? Push back against them. They're not even an organized force. Terrorist attack. People are terrified. Score -70. Unhappiness +10. I'm busy with that. Where is it? So they just took it away. Heavy losses. Okay, so is it over? We lost. I didn't... But you see, there's the thing again. I didn't see there was an incoming terrorist attack. I just saw this little box here then, and I clicked on it because I thought it was interesting, and now I see what it really is. But now, is it all over? Did the terrorists just win? I can't allow that. Now, of course, I can't retaliate. Hey, oh well. There's not much I can do about that now, but if there is another attack incoming, I'm going to have to be more prepared. It's difficult, with the moon and everything. But that is more important, I think. There we will be beyond the reach of terrorists. ICBM is done, and hopefully that's the last time we can do that. So let's just think about this for a second. Fight unemployment. I think we should do that. It does cost us 43. I think this was 50 something last time, so that's a bit better. And our income has grown since then, so I think, yes, it will cost us a lot, especially in light of recovering from the moon thing now. But we really need to do this. There's just no way around it. The unemployment situation is catastrophic. 23, no. Financial sector, and we get some achievements. Bankers rule the world. I take them all. So we should have more slots now. Excellent. So who's worth taking? Italy, I think, should be one. Didn't Australia lose out? It did. It hasn't started on its own yet. So I'm going to take that again. And China? They are definitely not the... How would Trump put it? They're the bad hombres right now. But their money is always good. So welcome. And let's just make sure everyone is fully invested in our success. There we go. So this should give us a major boost right now, which is exactly what we need. So let's see. Oh yes, the other project, it is paused when I look at this. What about military? Advanced tanks. We can't even afford that. So that's fine. Satellites I would like to get. GDP growth and score and so on. It's going to cost maintenance. It's inevitable, I think. What about universal military service? Gives us a lot more militarism. There's more unhappiness, unfortunately. Okay, we'll do that, but we'll have to wait a little bit for more money. And we still have heavy war losses. You see, we lost so many things here because of some terrorists in Niger. That's just madness. Come on, tell me I don't have to do this again, please. We're probably gonna have to. I think we've got it in the bag anyway, but let's just be sure about that. This is, okay, it's a little bit more debt than we had when we started the game, but we paid that off quite easily, so I'm not concerned. There's no way I'm not getting the moon after Germany stole the oceans right out from our feet. Okay. Do it. So we're fighting unemployment as well. Hopefully this will make a substantial difference. I'll take care of this in 1 second. We just need a bit more money and we need the moon now. I hope there's lots of minerals on the moon. There should be. 1 month basically. Lots of unhappiness. So we're in a bit of a state. So Turkey has a very high warmonger score, and they were the ones who got to Georgia first. So maybe in the future there will be a war between Russia and Turkey over that territory. But so they managed it first. And more nukes are falling. Maybe it's really time to leave this planet. Almost. We got it. It's done. It's all over. I saw at the very last second we could have invested more, but I'm glad we didn't. The country that sends the most settlers will take control, and we have done it. The US is a second place. I'm sorry, US, but you just can't make a break anywhere. We got it. So 100 score, that isn't a huge contribution, but it helps. Everyone is totes jelly, that's fine. And we get the moon, so that's it. Let's have a look at our prize. Isn't that lovely? So, what do we actually have here? 37 minerals and 20 for the budget. So, it's not a huge budget thing yet, but we can invest by next-gen cities or advanced industries and so on and so on. We can even do mining, but it'll cost 7,000, and obviously we don't have that. So, I would actually like to see that these things, you see, these ones are, it says missing, missing, missing. They should do that with these as well, because we have missing money. You can click on it right now, but it's going to basically throw you in a huge mess because you don't have the money to keep that project going. So something to keep in mind, but you are all the rest of the countries have to watch in envy, but the moon is now rising over your heads in South African colors, I guess. So who did this now? China dropped more bombs on India to attack their HQ, and India retaliated by doing exactly the same thing. So I'm sure the environment is, yes, it's suffering right now. We're almost at climate anomalies. So GDP growth is down for everyone. You know, these things, it is what it is, but really, come on. It's not in all our interest. So China's almost got that in the bag now. It's basically over for India. I'm sure Pakistan is really smiling right now. So, oh yes, the projects. We have a bit more money now, so let us bring in more military service. Although I'm thinking, is that really the best thing to do when we're in such a dire strait? Maybe we should look at this. Yes, that will be better. Energy Policy Office provides management tools to control energy flow in the country. So this is a good thing. Obviously, I would like to go to green technologies. So let's start on this path. We have to be, conscious about things like that. Labor laws, it does lead to some growth right in the end there. But what does it mean? Unhappiness is going to go down, and it will just cost us action points, which we have tons of right now. So the rules and the laws that employers must adhere to while dealing with their employees. Okay, let's do that. Let's set up a fair system while we're planning to take over other countries. But we acknowledge the dualistic nature of life. So does Zimbabwe still hate us? No, they've forgiven us. But of course, everyone is totes jelly. I just like saying that. International intervention. We could invite more international companies to our country by offering them tax relief. This should make more jobs for our people. So for a year, we'll lose 20 money per month. I'm okay with that. We'll lose 50 action points, but we'll lose unemployment. There's no way I'm not doing that. So please. Is this Greece asking for something? Let's have a look at that. We're having problems with our GDP growth. Our economy could use a little kick. Are you willing to help us? And then again, it's going to cost us our HDI. I don't want to do that. Maybe some other time. I just realized I didn't set my timer for this episode, so I would imagine we're probably over half an hour already. So I'm just going to stop right here. We're busy with new projects and everything, but the great achievement was we are on the moon now. So I'll invite you to a party on the moon next Tuesday, and I hope that you're all going to be there. Of course, we're still trying to get the rockets ready to take us there, but that's another thing. We'll worry about that later. Anyway, hope you'll have a fantastic day, and thank you for watching.